Excitement is building as rumors swirl around Canon's upcoming camera releases for 2024. From high-resolution flagships to video powerhouses, let's take a look at what the rumor mill is churning out. The EOS R5 Mark II is shaping up to be an absolute multimedia monster, and the rumor mill is running wilder than a bull in Pamplona. While some pixel peepers were holding out for a resolution bump to 60 MP, word on the street is Canon's keeping it real by sticking to that tried and true 45 megapixel sensor from the EOS R5. But who needs more megapixels when you're packing videography firepower that'll blow the doors off anything else out there? The real showstopper here is the whispered 8K 60 FPS video recording capability, double the frame rate of the original R5. We're talking buttery smooth 8K footage that'll make your eyeballs quiver with delight. But brace yourselves, because that's just the tip of the iceberg. Rumor has it this bad boy will also conquer the final frontier of 4K at a mind-melting 240 frames per second. You'll be able to conjure up sublime slow-mo sequences that'll make the Matrix look like a slideshow. Now, here's the rub: unleashing such insane video powers won't come easy. Expect this puppy to employ some serious sensor crop modes to tame that beastly data rate. We're talking tighter than a bodybuilder's shorts crops that'll turn sweeping landscapes into modest window views. But for the sports psychos and nature nutters always craving more reach, those aggressive crops could be a blessing in disguise. Speaking of blessings, the real magic trick here could be whether Canon's big brains have finally exorcised those dreaded overheating demons. Rumor has it, they're going full Houdini on the R5 II's internals, pulling out all the stops with exotic cooling tech and sorcery. Because let's face it, what good are record-shattering video specs if you can only squeeze out a few minutes of footage before everything turns into a molten puddle? But video's just the beginning of this roller coaster ride. The R5 II is also tipped to debut Canon's first foray into artificial intelligence autofocus trickery. We're talking an AI-powered focusing system straight out of a sci-fi flick, with intelligent tracking that can latch onto subjects and faces with the terrifying precision of a heat-seeking missile. It'll stalk your targets through the most chaotic scenes: a boxer weaving through a flurry of punches, a sprinter blurring across the finish line, or your hairless cat zipping around the living room after a fallen popcorn kernel. And just when you think the insanity's plateaued, Canon could be cooking up plans to explore subscription services and paid premium features. Because why let a silly thing like ownership limit those revenue streams? Imagine whipping out your wallet every month to re-up your low-light autofocus privileges or anti-shake stabilization package. Sounds like a monetization plan straight out of a Bond villain's lair. All snark aside, this shapes up to be one bonkers camera if the rumors prove legit. A video juggernaut, an autofocus maven, and a wildly innovative monetization experiment all rolled into one drool-inducing package. As always, take those whispers with a giant quarry's worth of salt until Canon spills the official beans. But one thing's for sure: if they somehow nail the execution on all those tantalizing promises, the EOS R5 Mark II could be a movie-making, sports-blasting, face-tracking powerhouse that'll go down in the history books as an absolute legend. Hold on to your hats and camera straps, because the rumored EOS R7 Mark II sounds like it's been bathing in radioactive ooze. This crop sensor speed demon might just level up to become the ultimate hybrid Terminator, devouring everything in its path with reckless abandon. At its core, we're talking a beastly 32.5 MP APS-C stacked BSI sensor, built for speed like a cheetah turbocharged on pure nitrous. Rumor has it this pixel-shredding monster will demolish burst rates up to an insane 20 frames per second in silent electronic shutter mode. That's faster than a fighter jet taking off from an aircraft carrier. Forget freezing action, this camera will allow you to savor each individual moment like a fine wine as the world stands still around you. But it's not just about tapping that shutter button like a kid smashing an Xbox controller. Nope. The R7 II is also tipped to pack an autofocus system potent enough to make John Rambo blush. We're talking 1053 cross-type AF points carpeting the sensor in a web of precision, with the ability to latch onto your subject with the relentless tenacity of a heat-seeking missile. Even if your target pulls off some Jason Bourne-level evasive maneuvers, this camera's AI wizardry will cling on tighter than a remora on a great white. And just when you thought it couldn't get any crazier, buckle up for video specs hot enough to liquefy your eyeballs. 4K 60p is practically the measly base model around these parts. No, the real magic will unfold if Canon delivers on whispers of deliciously cinematic 10-bit 4:2:2 color depth with HDR and Canon Log 3 support. You'll be able to squeeze out footage looking like it fell straight out of the latest Hollywood blockbuster. But don't worry, this Metal Gear Solid-grade shooter isn't all brawn and no brains. The R7 II looks to bring plenty of panache, with a scintillating 3.69 million dot electronic viewfinder that refreshes at an eye-watering 120 FPS. It'll be like having an IMAX movie theater surgically implanted behind your eyeballs. And when it comes to ergonomics, you'll be able to tilt, swivel, and articulate that rear touchscreen like a yoga master, perfect for vlogging your wilderness misadventures or capturing stellar selfie footage. Speaking of misadventures, the R7 II seems poised to be the ultimate adventure companion, with a rugged magnesium alloy body ready to shrug off battle scars from sandstorms and deep freezes alike. Rumor even has it flirting with battle-hardened specs like a beastly 102,400 max ISO for seeing through the murkiest gloom. With 5-axis sensor shift image stabilization and dual-pixel AF designed to demolish focus in near pitch black, this thing could probably snap razor-sharp stills during a black hole eclipse. If this soothsayer's tale of shock and awesomeness proves prophetic, the R7 Mark II could be the ultimate hybrid heat-seeking missile endowed with staggeringly fast burst speeds, hyper-intelligent autofocus, sumptuous video, and the stamina of Arnie himself. It's the deadly crop sensor assassin that Sony, Nikon, and Fuji's engineers have sworn haunting, feverish nightmares about. Just be sure to clutch those pearls and temper your salivation until Canon rips off the veil of mystery properly. This could very well be the second coming of camera greatness, or just another load of hopeful rumor mongering from locals drunk on too much sake. The excitement is unreal either way. For a flagship pro-grade camera that's been gestating longer than an elephant's pregnancy, the rumor mill sure seems to be churning out some underwhelming whispers about Canon's hotly anticipated EOS R1. This is supposed to be the DSLR killer that redefines the full-frame mirrorless game, but sources hint at fairly modest specs that have left some in the photography community questioning whether Canon understands the assignment. Let's start with that rumored 45 megapixel sensor resolution. On paper, 45 megapixels sounds like an impressive number fit to dethrone the iconic 5D Mark IV's 30MP chip. But in today's megapixel arms race, where Sony's A1 is pushing 50MP and Nikon's Z9 is packing a whopping 45.7MP stacked CMOS sensor, the R1's resolution suddenly feels a tad antiquated? Lacking? Like showing up to a high-stakes poker game with a dozen semi-stale Oreos as your buy-in. Then there's the apparent lack of 8K video recording, despite Canon's own multimedia mavens like the R5C already conquering that ultra-high-res frontier. For a flagship aimed at deep-pocketed professionals, not having a buzzworthy 8K party trick raises some eyebrows about the R1's future-proofing and versatility as a hybrid stills video solution. But the real head-scratcher, the rumor that could single-handedly dampen enthusiasm for Canon's premier full-framer, is the alleged omission of global shutter technology. See, while innovative rivals like Sony have embraced globally shuttered sensors to virtually eliminate distorting rolling shutter effects, the whispers suggest Canon is sticking to their tried-and-true stacked CMOS design. Now, stacked sensors are impressive in their own right, enabling mind-boggling readout speeds that empower blazing burst rates and zippy autofocus performance. But making the active decision to forego a global shutter on such a cutting-edge, premium-priced camera just feels paradoxical? It's like buying a brand new high-end electric car only to find out it can't support the latest fast-charging tech. Awkward. To Canon's credit, leaks point to impressive accoutrements like dual CF express slots, a brilliant OLED electronic viewfinder, stellar battery life, and uncompromising weather sealing befitting a pro-grade tool. And let's not forget their storied legacy. Maybe the EOS R1's modest-looking specs are just the entree. and Canon has some juicy surprises in store to cement this flagship's reputation as a disruptor and game-changer. But after keeping the photography world waiting with bated breath for over half a decade, it's understandable that some professionals feel a tad underwhelmed? Let down? Like being served a perfectly fine but unspectacular burger after being told for years that the chef would reinvent the entire concept of burger. Of course, these are still just unverified rumors swirling about the rumorverse's fetid outhouse. Perhaps Canon's prioritization of its cinema lineup hasn't compromised the EOS R1's vision as a revolutionary technological showpiece. Or maybe the modest specifications are simply pragmatic choices aimed at reliable, real-world performance over indulging spec sheet vanity metrics. Only time and Canon's official lifting of the veil will reveal whether this long-awaited flagship has what it takes to recapture the brand's reputation as an innovative titan in the photography world. An evolutionary pretty good camera with undeniably impressive but somewhat traditional tech? Or the revolutionary damn, that's incredible titan we've been frothing over for years? The jury's still out, but you'd better believe we'll be watching the verdict like a hawk. Take a glance at the whispers surrounding Canon's alleged EOS R3 Mark II, and it's almost enough to induce whiplash from all the jaw-dropping, sanity-defying specs. We're talking a ruthless photographic terminator bred entirely without compromise, built to withstand a 1,000-megaton blast while dispersing robo-enemies with a single red laser glare. This is a camera that'll make even prolific shooters drool buckets. First up, that rumored sensor upgrade to 60 megapixels on a glorious stacked, backside illuminated design? Who buddy, we're talking resolution and speed to snap the most brain-fryingly detailed stills this side of the Kuiper belt. With light-gouging pixel pits built to nearly see through time itself and readout speeds quicker than a piston engine's pistons, you'll be bottling split-second moments and faraway deep space phenomena with equal aplomb. But the real Pi-CE-DR assistance, the tantalizing tech that'll have frothing camera nerds crossing their legs, is the whisper of an exotic new AI autofocus system with bonkers subject tracking capabilities. We're talking mind-melting machine learning algorithms that can not only latch onto erratic subjects with the ruthless precision of a military drone strike, but simultaneously identify and cycle between multiple targets, athletes, wildlife, vehicles, you name it, with a speed and accuracy that'd turn AF-16 pilot cross-eyed. It'll be like having a twitchy robot hunter constantly marking its prey through the sultry electronic viewfinder. Unreal stuff. While we're on the viewfinder topic, how does a blisteringly smooth, gloriously crispy 9.44 million dot peephole that refreshes at an eye-gasmic 240 Hz sound? That kind of liquid video feed could make even the zaniest supercross sequence look like high-res melted butter smeared across a 4K OLED panel. Silky Asajj CYCH for revving engines and mud sprays. Of course, all that bleeding-edge magic would be useless without some supreme video capabilities to back it up. Well, how do jaw-dropping 8K 60p and stupidly sublime 4K 120 FPS sound for conjuring up crisp, hypnotizing slow-mo magic? Canon's alleged algorithmic video foo for banishing tortuous rolling shutter distortion and muddying moire effects, paired with those hyper-elapsed frame rates, could birth cinematic masterpieces painted directly onto your brain's neural canvas. There's also buzz about bleeding-edge connectivity like 5G cellular data and Wi-Fi 6 for painless cloud pumping of imagery. A top-to-bottom internal interface revamped with crazy AI-assisted operation. Ultra-high-speed CF express memory shunting powers for clearing huge buffers in a blink. And let's not forget the rumored burst rate of a whopping 30 frames per second. With focusing and exposure locked, you could single-handedly turn a furious cheetah hunt into a buttery slow-motion sequence. Naturally, all that heavyweight performance demands a chiseled, heavyweight body to match. And the R3 II is tipped to pack a brutal, weather-sealed magnesium musculature ready to shrug off monsoons, blizzards, and perhaps even the odd photon torpedo blast or two. You could probably take some lavish storm-chasing shots on Jupiter's tumultuous cloud deck before this monster would wheeze its last gasp. If and this is still a gigantic if until Canon spits facts all those mind-bending specifics prove legitimate, we could be witnessing the birth of a photographic messiah. A godlike fusion of cutting-edge intelligent autofocus, supreme resolution and readout speeds, exotic cinema-grade video chops, sublime durability, and even forward-looking connectivity that'd feel at home in the year 2035. The EOS R3 Mark II sounds utterly equipped to elevate photography and video into a scarcely fathomed future trajectory. Then again, maybe these are just the frothy delusions of a feverish rumor mill chugging too much moonshine. Perhaps those ludicrously impressive numbers will be severely cropped, hampered by hideous overheating flaws, or reveal some other compromising caveat once reality sets in. We've all drooled over tantalizingly hypothetical camera specs, only to face plant on launch day into an well, that's kinda underwhelming realization. But hey, it's fun to ponder the possibilities of an unconstrained photographic revolution all the same. The EOS RP II is shaping up to be the camera that could redefine what it means to be entry-level. We're hearing through the grapevine that Canon is looking to sprinkle a little bit of that R-series magic on the RP II. The buzz is all about a potential resolution revolution with a sensor that might just make your current camera look like a relic. Could it be 60 MP? Or will it play it cool with a solid 45 megapixels pulled from the R7's playbook? Either way, it's bound to be a pixel-packing powerhouse that'll have photographers and pixel peepers alike sitting up and taking notice. But the rumors don't stop there. Oh no, they're just getting started. There's chatter about 8K video capabilities that'll have filmmakers and content creators drooling. Imagine capturing the world in such detail that every frame is a masterpiece, every shot a work of art. But hold your horses, these are still just rumors, and Canon's keeping its cards close to its chest. Now, here's where it gets juicy. The EOS RP II isn't just rumored to be a resolution beast, it's also whispered to be the most budget-friendly full-framer we've seen yet. That's right, folks, Canon might be about to drop a price bomb that'll shake up the market and put full-frame glory within reach of the masses. We're talking about a camera that could democratize high-resolution photography, making it accessible to hobbyists, enthusiasts, and professionals alike. But remember, my fellow photo fanatics, this is the world of rumors where fact and fiction do the tango, and the truth is often stranger than fiction. If Canon delivers on these rumors, the EOS RP II could be the camera that brings full-frame fabulousness to the forefront without breaking the bank. The EOS RP II could very well be the camera that bridges the gap between the aspiring photographer and the seasoned pro. It's rumored to pack features that are typically reserved for higher-end models, like improved autofocus, better low-light performance, and a more robust build quality. And let's not forget about the ergonomics. The EOS RP II is said to boast a grip that feels like a handshake from an old friend, comfortable and reassuring. But it's not just about the hardware. The EOS RP II is also rumored to come with a suite of software features that'll make shooting, editing, and sharing your photos a breeze. We're talking about intuitive interfaces, seamless connectivity, and maybe, just maybe, some AI-powered wizardry that'll take your photography to new heights. And for those who love to push the boundaries of creativity, the EOS RP II might just be your new best friend. Rumors suggest it'll come with a range of creative modes and filters that'll let you experiment and express yourself in ways you never thought possible with an entry-level camera. So, what does all this mean for the future of photography? Well, if the rumors are to be believed, the Canon EOS RP II could herald a new era of accessible, high-quality imaging. It could be the camera that encourages more people to explore their passion for photography, to capture the moments that matter, and to tell the stories that need to be told. In the hallowed halls of camera lore, the EOS RS stands as a colossus, poised to redefine the boundaries of what a full-frame mirrorless camera can achieve. The whispers are persistent, each more tantalizing than the last, painting a picture of a camera that's not just a step forward, but a giant leap into the future of photography. The heart of the EOS RS is rumored to be a sensor of such staggering resolution that it dares to dance with the medium format gods. We're talking a rumored 100 MP sensor, a number that's as audacious as it is breathtaking. This isn't just about capturing images, it's about capturing reality itself, with a level of detail that's almost otherworldly. But a camera is more than just its sensor. The EOS RS is said to be brimming with cutting-edge technology that will make it the envy of the photography world. A DIGIC9 image processor that's faster than a Sprinter off the blocks, dual card slots for the insatiable appetite of high-res files, and a joystick that promises to be as intuitive as it is precise one. And let's not forget the video capabilities that are rumored to accompany this photographic titan. We're hearing hushed tones about 6.7K 60p video capabilities that'll make your footage look like it's been plucked from the silver screen one. This is the kind of power that doesn't just tell stories, it weaves visual tapestries. The EOS RS is also rumored to be a fortress against the elements, with full weather sealing that makes it as rugged as it is refined too. It's a camera that's not afraid to get its hands dirty, to venture into the storm, to be at your side when the going gets tough. But perhaps the most intriguing rumor of all is the potential inclusion of an AI-powered autofocus system. This isn't just autofocus, this is the future, an intelligent system that can track your subject with the tenacity of a heat-seeking missile. It's the kind of feature that could transform the way we think about photography, making the impossible seem mundane at well. And yet, for all its rumored prowess, the EOS RS remains shrouded in mystery. Canon has yet to confirm or deny the wildest of the speculations, leaving us to dream about what might be. But if even half of the rumors are true, the EOS RS could be a camera that's not just a product, but a proclamation, a statement that Canon is here to push the envelope, to challenge the status quo, to lead the charge into the brave new world of high-resolution photography. In the end, the EOS RS is more than just a camera, it's a symbol of possibility, a testament to human ingenuity, and a reminder that the future is always just around the corner. It's a camera that could inspire a new generation of photographers, artists, and storytellers to look beyond what is and imagine what could be. With such a diverse range of groundbreaking cameras on the horizon, 2024 is shaping up to be an epic year for Canon fans in the photography world. Which rumored model has you most excited? Let us know in the comments below.